Buckle up for another episode of Ghost Facers, the Supernatural Rewatch Podcast. My name is Richard, and sitting shotgun as always is my brother in podcasting, Reed.
We've got an episode coming out for you. Let me get it. 10 over here. 20 for the episode. Episode coming out. It was 8:20. We got a brand new Kevin's mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is Kevin mom?
Yeah, Kevin's mom is getting a 30.
Yeah. I'll do 40.
40. And sold. That's right. 40 pints of Clem to the gentleman in the black sweatshirt.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to start clemming.
Let's get into this.
Ghost Facers! We visit ghosts, where others were not, we're ghosts! Ghost Facers! Stay in the kitchen when the kitchen gets hot! Ghost Facers! We visit nightmare, we visit dread! Ghost Facers! We visit faceless, we visit dead!
Welcome to Ghost Facers. Today we're discussing Season 8, Episode number 2. What's up, Tiger Mommy? What's up, Tiger Mommy?
What is up, Tiger Mommy?
What's up?
Yeah, she's a physics professor, so
Yeah.
now you're just literally asking what is
What's
up. What's the concept of up? Yeah.
Tiger Mommy?
Or you're at the Pixar main offices, what's up?
You're at a zoo? What's
Yeah.
up, Tiger Mommy?
What's up, Tiger Mommy?
There it is. That's the one we
Yeah.
want.
Nailed it.
Tiger Mommy. Tiger Mommy.
Tiger. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Bring it back, a TikTok classic.
Yeah, that's the kind of young guy I am.
You're so young, you're doing old TikToks. Yeah.
Or is that old? I don't even know what that is.
It's from like a year ago.
Yeah. Ugh.
Ugh.
Fucking grow up. Well, we've got a review.
Whoa, right away, huh?
Yeah. As opposed to...
No, this is when they happen. You're right.
Doesn't it usually?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It's just it's been a long weekend.
You're tired, boy.
I'm tired. My brain no work.
From Draco Folly via Apple Podcasts
Okay.
with the body copy title in quotations
Okay.
and the title officially the longest lasting supernatural podcast.
Did they stop? Oh, I guess they're just behind us. I was going to say, did the other one stop? But
Well, they paused.
did they?
Yeah, because of the strike. Which
Yeah.
feels like a real cop-out thing to do when you're doing a podcast.
I mean, no. I mean, that's probably the right thing to do.
Is it? Because it's not like you're not writing, you're not acting, you're just promoting a thing you used to do.
Yeah, but it's still in the hands of people that make money on it that don't share that. You know what I mean? Like, it's on Amazon. If part of the problem is the residual payouts and stuff I get it.
I guess. Well,
But I was never accepted as a professional actor, so this is my vengeance.
We're taking you down from the pod side.
I'm on AMPTP's side.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's... Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more writers' rooms.
Yeah.
AI.
My God. Are we on the same page? This is great.
Are we on the same page?
Well... Listen to my episode on This Is Rad to hear my feelings about AI.
Sure.
Down with writers.
Yeah. My feelings on AI is I don't want it used in any industry except writing.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the one that benefits me.
This joke got away from me.
Yeah, well, most things do. All right. Going into this episode.
You're the one that's divorced.
Now.
It's the only. I went nuclear. It was the only button I had. I turned the keys. I put in the code.
You look at me and it's the only thing you see.
You're just a giant anthropomorphic word divorced, like Schoolhouse Rock style.
It's just, you look at me and I'm just the word divorce. I'm like, Reed, what are you looking at?
Yeah.
You're just looking scared.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the opposite of like salivating, thinking someone's a steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terror.
It's, oh no.
Oh no, not this early.
Yeah.
Well, this episode aired October 10th, 2012.
All right.
Written
A month, a day, and 11 years after
After
9/11.
oh, Jesus Christ! Cool.
For those keeping track.
Yeah, that's actually how you do dates now.
And actually, no, that's I got it wrong.
Oh.
It's actually a month minus a day and 11 years.
Welcome to the Mathcast.
Fun fact about 9/11. I start tweeting that thing like, how many months is New York snow free? 9. How many?
You're doing number theory now?
Yeah, numerology. It's
Yeah.
like, how many people are on New York City Council? 11. Wake up, sheeple.
This episode written by Andrew Dabb
Dab.
and Daniel Laughlin.
Yep. Nothing for that. What was that?
That's my Laughlin.
I thought you were milking a cow.
That's me Laughlin.
Oh.
Obviously.
Sure, of course.
Directed by John F. Showalter.
Yeah. Man, that was almost a bombshell.
Why?
I thought you were going to say John F. Kennedy.
Oh, yeah. John F.
He came back.
Yeah. Like those Trump supporters always say.
Well, no, they think JFK Jr. is back, which is even weirder.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Viewed by an estimated.
We don't have time.
Viewed by an estimated.
We were at what, 1.8 last week for the premiere? I think we're probably down a bit, 1.7.
We are at 2.
Oh my God.
5.
What?
1.
What the fuck?
I know.
CW executives holding a bunch of people's families at gunpoint to get the Nielsen numbers up.
I couldn't believe it. They're like, every person who watches will produce 1 pixel of Jensen Ackles' dick.
Holy shit. 2.5 million?
Yeah.
That's a high-res dick pic. No, not million. Yes, 2.5 million. Holy
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
Up from 1.8?
Yes.
Good Lord, what happened?
From last
Did
year's...
every other show get canceled in the week between last week and now?
Up from last season, 7 people.
Yeah. Good Lord.
I know, isn't that insane, John?
Yeah, it's one thing to go up a bit or whatever, but that's 700,000 people jumped onto a second episode of an 8th season of a show on the CW.
I feel like this is like some weird, like, behind the scenes, like, error in technology or something.
Yeah, they were like, oh, we haven't been carrying the 1 all these years. Yeah.
2.51.
Holy shit. That's dope. That's amazing.
Maybe it's the world's greatest promo.
Okay.
Let's find out.
Let's see.
It's got to be that. Here we go.
It's all right.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I think maybe you overhyped it.
I intentionally.
Oh, I see.
Because I'd already watched it.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, no, it doesn't support this theory.
It's good even.
Yeah, but it's not.
But it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. International titles.
Okay.
So
did this jump up? Do we have like 5 countries this time?
no,
Okay.
just one.
Just one. This is barely a segment.
I know, but it's gonna come back. I've looked in the future.
Is it?
Yeah, I've looked in the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you just looked in the future.
Well, you know.
What an impressive resume you have.
Yeah, I only use it to look up the international titles.
Well, I mean, that's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, use a time machine. So did you like gain some knowledge that you can make more money? Nope.
No,
I went on this one
absolutely
website
not.
where I get international titles from.
And I know what it's going to be.
Yeah, and that's
You
it's
have to go to the
that.
future to do that? You could just look up a future episode.
It's a show that got like closed a long time ago. Like it ended a long time ago. I'm sure people have done it.
Oh, and that was my one-use time machine,
Oh
too.
shit! I just wanted to make sure that this segment wasn't going to be bad forever.
Damn it.
Oh no. So this episode title is
So Hungary?
no Germany.
Oh.
But this episode title
Okay.
is based on the Schmutty Schmallen movie.
Sure.
What's Up, Tiger Lily?
Yeah.
From 1966.
Yeah. Yeah, what a cool, good guy.
Yeah.
You see, for some reason, he decided to open his mouth again. He's like, I don't get cancel culture. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Who are you canceling? By whom? By whom are we canceled?
Oh my
it's like,
God.
Jesus, man, go marry
said?
your stepdaughter again, or
Is
whatever.
that
the
really
fuck
what he did?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to do a Woody Allen
Oh,
impression,
okay. I thought
but-
that was like a. I mean, it was so.
that is more or less what he said.
Okay.
I'm paraphrasing slightly, but I was also trying to do a Woody Allen
I
impression.
mean, I thought he was in the room. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Do you know what? I know. I haven't watched it in years, but when
Yeah.
I was a kid, before I understood the bad stuff about Woody Allen, I used to love this one movie of his called "Don't Drink the Water,"
Mm-hmm.
where it's like Julie Kavner, like Marge Simpson,
Oh,
and someone else or whatever, and they're in like Russia, and they're Americans, and they get stuck in the American consulate in Russia. And Michael J. Fox is in that movie, and Dom DeLuise is in that movie, and it's like it's supposed to be like a kind of like drawing room farce, but they're stuck in an American consulate in Russia, and they can't leave because the Russians will kill them.
Oh no,
It's Woody Allen.
the Russians are coming for me.
Wait, hang on. I'm gonna see if I can also replicate the
Oh, homie. Oh, homie.
No, yours is Grover.
Oh, homie.
Yeah.
My tits are waiting for you.
I was just gonna say that. Nice. Fucking nice. Hey, both got blue hair.
hell yeah! Whoa! The year before this episode was made a book about Chinese child rearing practices, the battle cry of the tiger mother, which made the term tiger mom popular. So that's where that came from.
And I'm familiar with that term, but kind of like when we got to yellow.
oh
fever,
sure, it feels bad.
something about it doesn't feel right. Yeah.
So the term commonly refers to a pattern of strict discipline, hyper competitiveness, and an instance on the child being the best at everything and a refusal to tolerate anything less than perfect performance.
Right.
There was a lot of controversy over this approach, obviously,
yes,
and that
and a
title.
very specific kind of Asian stereotype.
Yes, which is. I don't know if that book was written by an Asian
Well, I mean,
person,
it might be, but also like many.
but this episode was not.
No, it definitely wasn't. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
We've got one title.
Okay, from Germany.
Yeah.
I think the German title is Asian Mothers Are Feisty.
It's hard to pin down.
Nope, never mind.
What? No, what?
I was about to say something unintentionally.
You about Germans say something unintentionally bad?
Okay, here's the train of thought.
The
Germany,
train?
bad.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, train. Germany, bad. We know what era of Germany I tend to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Who were their allies? And then I was like, nope, wrong country.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is what I mean.
that's worse.
It
That's
was-
almost worse than what the cancel culture.
Cancel by whom? By whom?
Such a great offensive Jewish accent. Good job.
No.
You're-
Woody Allen ruined it.
When we're
for-
talking about him, you're the bad guy here.
Jesus.
The German title is Soul Trade.
Oh, do they pronounce it that way?
We'd like to play on the Soul Trade. But not.
That I'm gonna listen as your lawyer. Don't do that voice again.
What the
Nope.
German
You're good.
ally accent?
You're good. You
Soul.
no. No.
I was trying to do Soul Train.
I know what you were trying to do.
Soul.
I think even if you nailed it, it would have been bad.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Think of the best case scenario of you saying Soul Train.
If I nail it or don't nail it, it's not great.
Yeah. So they called it Soul Train.
Soul Trade.
Trade. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
No, if Germans called it Soul Train, it would be bad.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Soul trade. I mean, yeah, technically, Jesus, Germany.
Come
God.
on, it's fun. Why don't you come on the soul trade?
This is an audio medium, but if people could see what you did, and you just looked me dead in the eye, and I thought you were pretending to fuck something.
I'm not that guy.
Well,
Certainly not this guy.
yeah, exactly. Jeez Louise.
So, featured music.
That's so boring. Like, even in other boring times, they could have called it, like, Monster Auction or, like,
Sure.
some shit. You
Yeah.
know? Like,
Nope.
no.
Featured music from this episode.
Okay.
We've got The Devil's
Hey,
Chasing
Soul
Me.
Sister by Train.
Whoa.
It would have been out by then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no.
It might have even been that summer. 2012? Is that the Hey Soul Sister summer?
That's how we remember it.
We were all there.
The hot train
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
Can you think of another hot train summer?
Hey, I just think about his untrimmed chest all the time now.
It's The Devil's Chasing Me by Reverend Horton Heat.
Cool.
Did he hear a
Yeah, I was. Oh, fuck, you beat me to it. I paused just a little too long.
Yeah, I saw that look in your eyes.
Yeah,
And I knew.
that I heard a who.
Yeah, that's right.
Whom? Whom are we hearing? I don't know what voice that was.
I don't know either, but if
Woody Allen doing Winnie the Pooh, I think.
oh,
Canceled by who?
well, that's a great Kirby impression.
Yeah. We're like 8 jokes deep.
And not even from this podcast.
Yeah, no.
Sam and Dean rescue Kevin's mother from demons and take her,
Real normal way to say that.
her on the quest to find the tablet.
That's right. The quest to find the tablet.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, technically all true.
Their quest to find the tablet.
I'm pumped for this because we finally get upgraded Kevin's mom.
Oh,
And Kevin's mom
has got it going on.
Uh-oh.
I can't. No, I can't.
God, if you're stopping yourself,
Yeah.
you're this close to being tried at the Hague.
I almost did the next line, but replaced one word, and it wasn't.
She's all I
Don't say it out loud. Yeah.
Were you about to replace "She's all I want" and with wonton?
No.
Oh,
no.
I
the
also
last
wasn't
word.
thinking that.
No.
Damn it.
No, I was gonna do the last word, but that one's also a thing you could do. Jeez, man, that's not cool.
Like DJ Khaled, I just played myself.
Yep.
That was really bad.
That's why we don't verbalize those
Yeah,
jokes.
I apologize.
All right. But before we get into today's episode, why don't we open up Dad's journal and get ourselves out of this
Yes,
conversation?
Please pull the ripcord to Dad's journal. Let's see what the lore says about Plutus.
Oh. It's the one dog that doesn't stand on 2 legs in Disney.
What? Oh, Pluto.
I because they made the planet joke on the show, so I thought I would make.
And,
it
you know, Plutus is frequently confused for Pluto, just in general discourse, but they're very different. So, Plutus is a Greek deity, the child of Demeter, which is the Greek goddess of agriculture.
Sure.
And she had like a liaison with like a mortal farmer,
Mm-hmm.
apparently in a thrice plowed field, if you know what I mean.
Fucking way to go.
Yeah, this dang ass freak.
Yeah.
But Plutus is the god of wealth. Now, being the son of Demeter,
I thought it was greed.
well, this is just the thing. The show does that, but that's not actually what Plutus is.
Okay.
So, being the son of the goddess of agriculture, Plutus was the idea of wealth started as kind of like bounty, like harvest, like
Ho ho ho.
those. Yeah, that's Green Giant.
Oh shit! What's the bounty one?
I don't know. The quicker picker upper.
Yeah, bounty.
Right. But over time, it just became wealth in general. So Plutus is sometimes depicted as like a little baby holding a cornucopia.
Oh, I'm just a little baby.
Sometimes not depicted.
My name
that
is
way.
Plutus.
Here's something crazy. So Plutus is blinded by Zeus.
Blinded by the Zeus.
Yeah, revved up like a deuce, another wealth god in the night.
Whoa.
He's blinded by Zeus so that he'll distribute wealth, quote, fairly, but specifically it's because Zeus doesn't want him only giving wealth to good people, I think. It's supposed to be more chaotic or whatever.
That certainly went the other way.
There are some more recent, I think, depictions where it's like he's depicted as being like lame. So it's like he takes a long time to get somewhere. Like wealth is not a quick thing. But he's also depicted sometimes with wings, like he can leave on a whim. You know, these are later depictions of wealth, I think, to fit the structure of how wealth works in society, which is like, well, you have to work a really long time to get wealthy, man. It can also be gone like this.
You know, I heard Plutus's favorite band is Train. He's really lame.
Hey, so sister, ain't that Mister on the radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know.
We're both cool.
God, he's just so fucking chill. Like,
Yeah.
those rhythms. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
It's hard to... Okay, so this is a tangent. It's hard to believe that's the same band that did Meet Virginia in the 90s.
Well, I don't know what that is.
You would if you heard it, but it's...
No, I think I need to
like-
hear it right now.
Okay, fine.
Is Meet Virginia with us right now?
No, hey, yeah. Just, 1 second. She doesn't own the dress. Her hair is always a mess. You catch her stealing and she won't confess. See, she's beautiful. Meet Virginia. And then the guitar's like, mwah, 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 mwah. Fuck, you know this song. If you
I don't think I do.
Well, she wants to be the
Oh, yes, I do.
queen.
Yes, okay, now I know. Yeah. That's the part I needed to get to.
I needed to get there, though. I couldn't just jump in. Fuck. Yeah. So that's yeah. Plutus eventually becomes just sort of associated with wealth. Generally, now the greed thing comes later. So, it's in. Oh, hang on. I've got it here. It was in.
This is good content.
I know, sorry. Fuck, I lost it. But it's in Dante's Inferno. That's what it is. In Dante's Inferno, Plutus is depicted as a demon, and he's in the circle of hell assigned to greed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that idea of like wealth being this corrupting factor. But that's a choice that Dante made in that poem. That has nothing to do with Plutus's actual standing in Greek mythology. He's not considered to be bad or demonic or anything like that. He's sort of like a neutral. He just is wealth, right?
Okay.
So Dante applied that there, and I think that's where the show gets their take on Plutus as being like a god of greed. But truly, that's nowhere else. In fact, in an old ancient Greek play by Aristophanes, Plutus is given his sight back, and he immediately is like, "Oh, you shouldn't have wealth. You should." Like he could right away, he could judge people to be worthy, and it causes like chaos in society. So there's this an ancient Greek play that acknowledges that wealth is unfair. Like as soon as it is fair, society collapses.
Wow.
Like that's just part of that play. So. But that just shows the kind of benign nature that Plutus was supposed to have. He's just this blind guy. He is wealth. Some people get it, some people don't, and that's pretty much it. But then Dante was like, no, he's a greedy bastard, you know? And it sort of applied that lens to it. And that's what the show has taken and run with.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the sense of greed and its depiction in the show.
There you go.
Well, with that, Plutus.
Let's see what the lore says about Train. Well, she wants to live her life. Then she thinks about her life.
Sorry, it
Jesus.
rhymed life with life?
Yeah, he did.
Yikes.
Yeah. I know it was earlier, but not since Take a Picture of Me with a Kodak have we had such a lazy rhyme in a song.
Oh yeah, does he rhyme Kodak with Kodak?
Pitbull, yeah. It's like go to Times Square, picture me with a Kodak, and then something, take a picture of me with a Kodak.
That's so bad.
It's really bad.
Wow.
That's Mr. Worldwide. Let's see what
Yeah.
the Lord says about Mr. Worldwide.
Wow, okay, we're getting too deep.
No, let's see what the...
Let's see what it says about. Let's see what it says.
Let's see what the lore says about lore? Oh, no.
It's a snake eating itself.
Oh, my God.
Well, that brings us to today's episode.
'Kay.
We start, of course, with the then. Dean.
It's such a long then. It's basically all of the previous episode.
It's so much of not of. It was the previous episode and like.
But out of order and
Yes.
not the fun bits.
No, it's like Dean got out of purgatory. We got Benny. I mean, because it's only 5 things that they talk about. Dean gets out of.
It makes me think that this episode came in like 2 minutes under. And they're
Sure.
like, make a longer then.
They're like, but it's nothing happened. Do it.
Doesn't matter.
Just start playing the episode from before.
Pretty much.
So we got Dean coming out of purgatory. We get Benny. We got
Benny.
Castiel didn't come back with Dean.
That's right.
And there's something up there.
Yeah, we need to talk about Castiel.
Yeah, more importantly. But we also need to talk about Kevin because they
Yeah.
got Kevin back. His girlfriend got fucking murked
Yeah.
in a pretty brutal kind of way.
Yeah, es no bueno.
And we're looking for the demon tablet.
That's right. Because it could tell us how to banish demons and seal the gates of hell forever.
And that is where we're at.
Holy shit.
See, didn't take any time. We go into the now. An old man. I don't know, man.
Cool.
I got Baldur's Gate brain.
Yeah.
An old man.
Gods, I want to ride you till you see stars.
Oh my god, is that Crowley saying that?
Yeah. I've been working on it.
Oh my god, he's a devil
Yeah.
saying that?
Crowlack.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Carly. No, it's just a name.
What the fuck?
Initially, I was gonna just say Crowley because I was like, "Oh, if you just," I'm like, "It's a K," and I'm like, "Well, that's just the same sound."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Uh-oh." An old man, Mr. Veely, goes to a bank,
Yeah.
and has the clerk take him to his safe deposit box.
Yes.
He identifies it as okay. This is a problem that I have. So they identify.
I wonder if you're going to say the same thing I'm going to say.
So he identifies it as box 1, and she's like, "Box 1."
Yeah.
And
That's
then-
a bit of box 1 in 40 years.
Yeah, and then she goes to the closest box to her in the middle
it's
of
in the middle of the room, and it's not even the top row.
No, it's the middle of this
The
shelf.
only thing I would say
Yeah.
is that she does say, we redid all of this. We had to put your box in another box. So maybe they just know that, like, if someone comes in and asks for box 1, it's actually now in box, like, 48.
The problem is next to that box, because you don't see the box that she opened,
Yeah.
but you do see the one next to it, which is 002.
Yeah, but then the geography of that room doesn't work.
Doesn't make any
No,
fucking
it
sense.
absolutely does not make sense.
It really upset me.
It means they start one halfway down a wall
Yeah.
on the far wall, which means that then if it wraps around logically, then you get to the door and then you jump to the left-hand wall
Yeah.
to high numbers that would have to go over.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's like the way that they do. It's like the way they do lockers at the hot springs. It just make no sense. It's a joke for literally no one.
God, I don't even remember that. That was
mean,
the
every time
least
I've gone
memorable
there,
part
I
of the
can't-
springs.
I can't find I can't figure out the system.
Oh. I just look until I see the number.
Sure. Great system.
Yep.
So he identifies.
He's got like a cool old box in the sleek new box. He undoes it with his little old key or whatever.
Mhm.
And there's like a big old bone in it.
Yep.
Is it supposed to be like a finger?
I
Like
have no
I couldn't
idea.
identify what this bone was.
No, not that I know bones super well, but it does kind of look
Oh,
like a
I
finger.
know bones.
Oh, yeah. David
seasons 1 to
Boreanaz.
8,
Yeah,
yeah.
there it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Emily Deschanel. Work at the Smithsonian.
So he then informs her that he's making another withdrawal
Yeah.
and sort of winks.
Yeah, and yeah, and then we cut away. We hear a scream. We see the blood splatter.
Yeah. So
The only way that scene would be creepier is if you said he had to make a deposit.
yeah. Actually, I'd like to make a deposit.
Oh no.
Which yeah, I think that would actually make more sense for the joke, but doesn't make sense for the episode.
I think it's it does. Yeah, the withdrawal thing.
Because I'm like, you're making a withdrawal right now.
Here's the problem. The withdrawal thing makes sense if at any point in this episode we ever see him with the bone and like a heart or
Yes.
something. But it never comes up.
Well, it does come back up.
No, he shows up, but the what happened and what he was withdrawing does not.
Well,
Because the withdrawal thing is clearly meant to be he's like harvesting something from her.
well, it's all of her parts because that's a thing that comes up later in the episode because he talks about pieces of like a virgin or something like that, and that's what he's
Oh.
referring to.
I 100% didn't put together that those were the same thing.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
But
No, you're 100% right.
yeah, it's still not a good joke.
No, it's a bad joke, but I can't believe I've watched that episode like 4 times. This is the first time I've put that to. I would be like, it never comes up anymore. Like truly, I was watching the episode again today. I was like, man, they never go back to that like bank worker. That's so funny.
So, the Winchesters stop with Kevin to get something to eat, and he insists that they check on his mother, Linda.
Dean is also eating like a lot. Dean's ordered like 4 meals. Like if you look at the table, it's all him.
I mean, it's because he's still like post.
Well, but that's
Purgatory, I
that's
guess?
what I mean. I think
Yeah.
I think we're meant to imply that Dean is
Back to
making up for some lost time or whatever.
he's shaggying
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, he sure is. Yeah.
So
But yeah, Kevin's like, I want to see my mom because I just watched my girlfriend die. Thank you, Winchesters.
and Dean goes zoinks.
And Dean's like, we can't go see your mom because Crowley will also be thinking of that. Right now, her alive is like, makes the most sense. So he's probably actually protecting her and setting a trap for you. We can't go see your mom.
And he's like, cool, that's cool in theory, but
Yeah.
I want to see my mom because
Yes.
I'm not a fucking soulless idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
And Sam's like, Dean. And Dean's like, fine. And so if you listened to last week's episode and you were tempted to agree with Kyle that Dean is a bad guy, this episode might support that.
though I will say Sam kind of during that whole conversation, besides the part when he's like, yeah, I guess you're right, was mostly like, all right, I guess.
I mean, Sam is barely in this episode.
I mean, true, yeah.
yeah.
So, he keeps arguing, and Sam backs him, and Dean finally agrees to drive to the Tran home in Neighbor, Michigan.
Yes. Yeah.
They scout out the house and spot several demons possessing the bodies of the gardener and the mailman.
We've talked about it before. A bit that I always will like is when the boys are competent.
Yes.
And this little bit of like, the mailman's been by 3 times, or like, do you think those flowers need more water? And the camera like
The water's,
zooms in
like,
on like the
pouring
water
out.
trickling down the stairs, and it's like the level of observance and stuff like that is really good.
Yeah.
So, I love when the boys are competent because they take out these demons. Although the gardener demon, when they like trick him, they turn off the hose and he goes to turn it back on, and they stab him. He makes more noise than any demon has made getting killed. He goes, ah, and fucking dies. And the mailman is still just like, like no one comes running.
So funny. I also think that like that extra like really put it in the work.
Oh
that
yeah,
day.
he was like, oh, I'm going to be on screen.
Oh, I'll be getting a call back.
Yeah, I think I'll be coming back.
Yeah. Ah! And they're like, man, could you tone it down?
They're like, we're losing light. It's like, fine, we'll just use the take. Shit.
So Linda is meeting with her neighbor Eunice, who says that Linda is best off staying and waiting for Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin then knocks on the door and Linda greets him.
So, like we mentioned already, this is a recasting. So the person that played Kevin's mom last season, not here going forward.
Yeah.
Do you know who this
I
actor
don't
is?
know.
She is Amy on Futurama.
Holy shit.
And she was I'm gonna forget the character's name. Julie, Ross's girlfriend from
That's
early
who I
early
recognize
Friends.
her as. Yes. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Because she does have that.
I mean, among many other credits, but those are kind of
Sure.
the big two that jumped out for me.
but Julie does sound like Amy on
Yes.
Futurama. The voice she uses in this episode is a little bit deeper.
yeah, which is
Hot.
cool and good.
Yeah. No. We're into this.
Yeah.
Casting.
I listen. Don't think I'm not here for Lauren Tom.
Yeah. Big fan.
Yeah,
It's a casting up for sure. Yes.
yeah.
So Dean and Sam then spray her. They shoot holy water all over her.
Yeah.
A big load of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't have a replacement for that.
She takes it in stride.
Easy.
That
That is Kevin's mom we're talking about. Proceed with reverence.
my infernal machine is revving up.
Easy. Easy.
Gods, I want to ride you.
Ooh. Crowlack? Carly?
Crowley.
Carly Crowlack?
Yep. Sam runs into the kitchen as Eunice Demon tries to leave the host body, and he casually does a reverse ritual.
It's cool looking, though. He just runs back in, says a bunch of Latin, and the smoke goes back into Eunice, and then Dean fucking kills the demon. It's cool as hell, but this episode just goes like, did we unlock a new ability? Don't worry about it. And it's just like, and that's it.
But even Dean is like, how did you? I just did it in reverse. It kind of worked.
Yeah, but this episode's so flippant about it. In any other season that we've covered so far, they'd be like, we just figured out a new thing.
Sam got in trouble for basically using the same power using blood magic, and now he
he
could just
didn't need
do
the-
it in
yeah, now
reverse.
he didn't need the blood magic.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's the other thing that I don't think about all the time. But first of all, it is. If we imagine that this is in fact a world created by God, a god of some description, that has these rules and these things, and it's like when you say a thing, the demon does this. When you cast this spell, you summon up. There's rules. Isn't it insane that the rules made it so that it had to be Latin? Because it's a dead language now, but imagine the tens of thousands of years
where they didn't
where
have a
no
language.
one could banish a demon because there was no Latin.
Huh.
So it's either it doesn't have to be Latin, or there at one point demons were like, "Oh shit, the tables just turned. Oh fuck, they invented the language. Shit." And
That
then
is really funny.
yeah.
That's so funny. I do.
Because Sam's thinking a later scene, like you said, Dean's like, "How did you force that demon back in?" He's like, "I just said the thing in reverse."
I said
but he's
the
still doing
coming
it in
out.
Latin. Like he doesn't run into the room and go like, "Heavenly Father," blah blah blah. Like he doesn't say it in English, but theoretically,
You could.
you should.
Yeah. Because I think like they just found the stuff written in
And-
Latin, but
And we can assume spoilers are had, but that there must be hunters in other countries.
yes.
So it's like Russian hunters rolling up and then blurting out Latin, or like a Hindu hunter is rolling up and blurting out Latin. We all gotta fucking learn Latin to do these things.
I guess it's easier than like everybody translating into all the different languages and then people trying to figure out what it is based on their specific language.
No, like I get it from like the show's perspective, but when you think about
no, it's
the
funny.
It means the God made it so it only worked in Latin,
Yes.
which means for so long before there was a Latin language.
Yes. I don't think
You
that's what
couldn't
it is,
banish
but that's
demons.
very funny if it was.
yeah.
That's hilarious. He's just like, yeah, these guys are really fucking shit. But I guess I should come up with something so that we could tone them down a little bit.
Try this.
Which,
Yeah.
not impossible.
It's not impossible, but
So, once the
Funny
brothers
to think
secure the house, they tell Linda about the tablet and Kevin's new role as the prophet.
yeah.
When they prepare to take take her to a safe house, Linda insists on going with them to protect Kevin's soul.
Yeah, exactly. She's like,
She does
no, no,
take
no.
all the information in with stride. Like, it is very funny.
Well, but I mean, I had forgotten this, and I think it's partly because
she sees
of
the
the
Eunice
replacement
thing.
No, I was going to say partly because of the replacement casting. she sees angels and shit last
Oh,
season.
I guess,
and they even
yeah.
bring it up in this episode. And it took me a while to be like, oh, yeah. So, like, this isn't all new.
Because they kind of present it like it is, but
Yes, totally. But she did technically watch a Leviathan
yes,
kill angels last year.
Sure, that's
right?
true.
So I think at this point it's like, fine, he's the prophet. Like, yeah.
Yeah, she's had to come to terms with a lot.
But
already.
I like that she's like, no, we're coming with you. I'm not just waiting in some like safe house. And then the guys are like, fine, but then you got to get inked up. We can't have you getting possessed.
Oh God, this is so hot.
And she's like, you think that's my only tattoo? And me and Dean are on the exact same page.
Where is it? Where is it?
Both me and Dean
Let me see.
raised eyebrows. And we're like, oh man.
Yeah,
Kevin, we cut to Kevin like getting a
So
tattoo,
funny.
and she's just like stone faced getting hers, and like reaches out like
she's so stone faced getting hers.
easy. She like reaches over and is holding Kevin's hand.
Yes.
But here's what I like about this: she is the very kind of like stern, domineering, slight stereotype
Yeah,
of
yeah,
an Asian
yeah.
mom. But she is also very obviously caring.
Sure.
They don't push it into the cold. Like, at no point in this does she go like, we can still get you into Harvard if we stop this profit bullshit.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like she is a very human character with like she's 3-dimensional is the thing I
1,000%.
appreciate. Which in an episode with this title, you kind of go like, is it?
Where is it going to be?
But it's actually handled much better than the Kevin shit from last season.
It's true. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So, much to Kevin's surprise, they both get their tattoos. They once they're tattooed, the group heads to Laramie. What's WY? What's that?
Wyoming.
Yeah, Wyoming.
Yeah.
And goes to the bus station where Kevin hid the tablet in a pay locker.
Ugh,
However, they
Kevin.
discover that it's gone when the station manager, Jerry, tells them.
Yeah, like they discover it's gone, and then Sam and Dean come back as FBI agents investigating a locker.
Yeah, because they find out that the guy that did get convicted for doing it is in jail.
Right. Yeah. So we don't learn very much of that.
I do like that
it's kind of a useless scene to have the guy be like, yeah, these lockers, we just can't stop people breaking into them.
But then I do like that the criminal is like, yeah, I should have known they would have catch me on this big locker scheme.
Oh yeah, it's a weird part of the episode.
It's a very weird part.
I don't really get it. Yeah, because then they threaten the guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, I sold it, pawn shop. It's just a piece of rack, whatever.
So many steps.
Why did we go through all of this? Because what we could do is just skip all of this and get to the part that we're about at after they interrogate that guy and find out that he sold the tablet.
You know
to a
why
pawn
they
shop,
had to do all of this?
is that we're waiting at a motel and Buddy Guy comes up. We could just skip to that in the fucking train station.
Yeah, but they need to do all of the Dean torturing a monster in purgatory / torturing this criminal.
That is the big thing. Like Dean goes full Metal Jacket in this interrogation.
He goes full hell. Like that's
And he's like choking this guy or whatever, and Sam is like Dean, but Dean's still like in purgatory. He's just hearing Dean.
Dean grabs him and prepares to cut his throat if he won't talk.
Yeah, he's going pretty hard.
Clem quickly tells them that he sold it.
Great crook name, by the way.
The name's Clem.
Oh, me?
What was his last name? It was a really good last name, too.
I can't remember.
Oh, it's a great name.
Yeah.
The name's Clem.
Yeah. I got a cough. I got a lot of Clem in my throat.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got ways of making Clem talk.
It's a cum phlegm combination. I like to call it Clem.
Jesus. You know, the way I make it, it's not quite a Bloody Mary because I use Clamato.
It's basically a snowball into
It's
it.
got Clem juice in it.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's when I get snowballed and I spit it into a fucking tomato juice.
Jesus Christ. That's so vile. By the way, if this is your first episode, welcome.
I mean, if it is, what an insane episode to come in on. I guess that's part of the. You're part of the 2.5.
Very weird energy. Yeah. We also bumped up by 700,000 listeners this week.
Okay, so at the pawn shop, the Winchesters try to convince the clerk, Lyle,
Yeah,
another great name,
it is a good name.
to tell them who bought the tablet.
Also, they come in and go like, "I'm Agent." It's two like rock band names.
Yeah.
One is Six, like Nikki Six. I can't remember what the other one.
I can't
is.
remember either.
But in a pawn shop, you
Yeah.
think a guy working at a pawn shop doesn't know
Yes.
rock star names? Like, pick something else,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I'm Agent Train, and
Yeah. Yeah, this is Agent Virginia.
hell yeah.
This is Agent Untrimmed Chest. Yeah.
It's Swedish.
Oh, the way you could cut a rug. Watching you was the only drug I need. I'm so gangsta. I'm so thug.
Oh God, is that really the lyrics?
Yeah, man. What a cool song.
God, I mean, they write very like specific lyrics like that. I always forget that about that band.
Yeah.
Why do we know so much about Train? He
Drops of Jupiter in
In
her
her
hair.
great song.
I mean, it really is.
I had it downloaded for years.
overplayed,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
so fucking good.
He
Fuck, do I like Train?
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Time to get on the train.
I'm on the train.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna run a train.
Oh my God.
On train.
Choo choo. You're gonna end up with some clem in your throat.
Let me clear my throat.
What an unhinged episode. He refuses and points out the security cameras that prevent them from attacking. Linda steps up and tells him that she spotted his new sports car outside and figures that he traded it in he traded it and avoided paying the tax. She threatens to report Lyle to the IRS and he quickly caves.
Again, in the sort of like proud, caring, supportive mom capacity, she's like, Kevin, blue book value for like blah 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 car, and he knows it.
Yeah.
She's so like fucking proud of him.
The buyer lives at a motel, but nobody answers the door. A well-dressed man steps up and introduces himself as Beau and knows Kevin and the Winchesters by reputation.
Yes. He's dressed like fucking Roger Stone, that like Trump accomplice.
Yes. He gives Kevin an invitation to the auction that he's holding on behalf of his boss, Plutus, the god of greed.
Yeah. And here's where we make the Pluto joke.
Yes. Not as good.
Oh,
one.
thing I forgot in the lore segment, it's where the term plutocracy comes from,
Oh, well,
which is a society run by the wealthy.
Well, then, damn.
It's a plutocracy.
Or just society. It's hard-hitting a podcast we've got here.
Yeah. Do you know what? Let's break that down.
Yeah. I don't think we should go there. Too hot of a button.
Jesse, pull this up.
What?
I don't know. What's the name of the Rogan sidekick that he's always cutting to?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't listen to Rogan.
Beau
'Cause I'm
assures them.
good.
Anyways, easy. Beau
That's why I said a cool thing about wontons
Yeah.
earlier.
There you go. You saved it. Beau assures them that Kevin will save the safe passage because Plutus has warded the auction against angels and demons.
Yeah.
The Winchesters insist.
It's like, who the fuck is Plutus to ward against all like
I know.
some minor fucking god?
I know. The Winchesters insist on going with Kevin, and Beau extends his invitations to the others as well and disappears.
Yeah. So basically, we here's a concept I love, which is like
You love the administration of godly stuff.
like a monster auction where it's
Yeah.
like we all agree to play nice there, and
Yeah.
we'll go and like
I love
there's
that
like
shit.
items of power or interesting relics, and people will bid on them, and there's going to be like a vampire will be there and a god will be there and so like I love that idea.
Yeah.
That shit is so much fun to
Some
me.
Hotel Transylvania shit. We love it.
It's that shit, but even if it wasn't monster related, it's like the thing I like in John Wick where like
Oh, sure.
it's not even they're not even pretending they're not talking about guns, but the guy is still called the sommelier and he
Yes.
goes like, I need something robust or whatever. He goes, yes, sir. How about he just pulls out an enormous gun? Like I love dressing up any of those things in
Yeah.
like some kind of trapping.
We do love like the administration
Yes.
of cool shit too.
100%.
So Dean wonders what they have to do to raise money to bid on the tablet, but refuses to let Sam sell the Impala. Sam figures it doesn't matter because they'll just get Kevin to the tablet and then he can read it and they won't even need to buy it, right?
Right.
The group goes to the abandoned warehouse where the auction is being held and Bo lets them in. After turning in their weapons, they go through to the display room and spot the tablet. However, a piece of metal is fastened to it, making the script
Yeah,
unreadable.
because these people aren't fucking amateurs. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, did we invite the one person who can read this? Maybe we should
not
not
like
just like let it lose all its value in the room.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crowley then comes in, well aware what they're up to, and dismisses them as amateurs.
I do kind of like the idea too of this place being like, you know, like in like crime movies when like all the mob bosses show up and everyone gets wanded down and they leave their guns or
Yeah,
whatever. It's
yeah.
like we can all be civil for a little bit here. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So like to have Crowley in the room there is good. We also see Bone Guy in there.
What's they call me?
Cool.
Downtown.
Nice.
This is the first time that Crowley calls Dean Squirrel.
No.
Yep.
No, he did it.
He didn't call him Squirrel.
He did a couple episodes ago.
I think that was Meg. I don't think that was.
I swear to God, because I clocked it and then didn't. I forgot to say it on the episode.
Weird, because
but it's not this episode.
three
It's,
places online said it did,
it's
but
either last week or 2 weeks ago. Because I clocked it. I was like, oh shit.
it wasn't
I think it might be the finale of 7.
not the 11th episode of season 8. Potentially. Yeah. Just a wild shot.
No, because no, you know what? Now I'm also not sure. Interesting little twist there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right. That's what happens when we record out of order, I guess.
He introduces himself to Linda, who slaps him and tells him to stay away from Kevin.
Yeah.
I mean, that just gets Crowley going.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's why you go after Lazelle.
Yeah, who out there's playing Baldur's Gate?
Yeah. I hope you are, because episode 11 is going to have some things to say about it.
Oh, does it already? Yeah.
We definitely talk about it in episode 11.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because we talk about which penis size we choose.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I'm penis D.
Yeah. D's nuts.
Yeah.
Making a balls
I mean,
joke.
D is still just a
Yeah,
dick
yeah, I
joke.
know.
Yeah, okay.
So
This is an unlistenable episode.
absolutely. Good thing I'm not recording.
Oh, thank God.
Plutus, an overweight couch potato in a tracksuit, comes in, and Bo tells them that the auction will begin.
Is that your editorializing in there?
Yeah.
An overweight couch? Because that's not the vibe I get from him. The vibe I get from him is like, you know, when like a Russian mobster's in a tracksuit, like that kind of like the Euro trash kind of thing, or like
Sure,
a
yeah,
like a
yeah,
lager
yeah.
lout in like England or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah,
the vibe
yeah,
I get, not like lazy.
Oh,
Because he
okay.
like walks, like he's not like, come over here, I'm green. He's not like doing that. Like I was getting more like a street tough, like, you know, like a Cockney hoodlum or like
Sure.
a Russian mobster or something like that.
Sure, or that. The auction.
That's almost certainly what they were going for.
The auction takes place in room 101, an allusion to the torture room in Orwell's 1984.
Yes, that's right.
As Dean follows the others in, a teenager in a wiener dog dog uniform comes in and stops Dean.
To be clear, he's not in a wiener. It's not like I think you should leave. He's dressed like a hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the attire of a person that works at a wiener stand.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
So this character we learn is an angel
Yes.
named Samandriel.
Yeah.
But he's possessed the body of this person called Alfie. Fun fact, though, for those listening, do you know who that actor is? Because I only just clued in now.
No.
He's the fucking, like, the burnout tweaker on Letterkenny.
Oh, yeah.
That's, like, always, like, raving behind
Yeah.
the fucking drugstore.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's who that is.
Yeah.
And asks Dean what happened to Castiel. Dean tells him that Castiel didn't escape purgatory with him.
Yeah.
Alfie says that there are still some angels who believe that Castiel's heart was in the right place, but he feels that the problem was that Castiel had too much heart.
Right.
Dean and Benny find Castiel at a stream, and Dean embraces his friend.
Right. We're in flashback mode here.
Yeah.
They find him. Cass has a cool ass beard. Cass looks good with the beard.
Yeah.
I'm trying something new. Do you like my look?
I'm a bear now.
I call it the Riker.
Oh, no, it's not a Riker beard.
No, it's not. I know. But yeah, Benny's. Here's what I love about this scene is that Dean's like, I've been looking for you. I've been looking. And Benny's like, I don't even know why we're looking for you. Last I heard, you abandoned it. Like Benny is so protective of Dean already. I'm like, oh, I fucking love Benny. Just kiss already. Just.
You're all. I mean, on screen.
And now all three of you are there.
I mean,
Let's Vicky Cristina Barcelona this shit to bring back Woody Allen for some reason.
wow, twice in this episode.
We've talked about him too much. He's officially uncanceled.
Yeah.
Um,
Castiel appears distracted and admits that he's not even sure he's sane.
although he is very clearly not like loopy Cass from last year.
Benny asks why he abandoned Dean, and Castiel explains the Leviathan have been following him, and he led them away from Dean to keep him safe.
Yeah.
He tells Dean to leave, but Dean explains that he's going home via a portal.
Right.
Benny warns that the portal may not permit angels to pass through, but Dean says that they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Castiel insists that Dean leave him, but Dean vows that he won't leave purgatory without Benny.
Yeah.
Upon hearing that, Castiel nods in understanding. Alfie attends the auction with the others, and Crowley greets him and warns the Winchesters that it will do them no good to banish his demons from Earth because he'll just create more. He's unaware, obviously, that the tablet can close the gates.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So, one of the items up for auction initially was the amulet of Hesperus, one of the 5 deities of in Greek mythology that represented the planets in our solar system. Collectively, they were known as the Astra Planeta. Mm-hmm. Specifically, Hesperus is the personification of the evening star,
Yes.
which is the planet Venus. He is the son of Eos, the goddess of the dawn, and half-brother to her other son, Phosphorus, who personified the planet Venus during the time of the year when it is the morning star.
Right.
The amulet's opening bid was 3 tons of dwarven gold, which gotta love.
Here's what I love about this is right before the bidding starts, Dean's like, we got a couple of credit cards or whatever. Like they're like, what could we bid with? And then when the bidding opens with like magic shit, you can tell they're like, fuck. Like,
so presumably this is greater than normal, of a greater value of normal gold, making it quite valuable. As of April 5th, 2022, the price of gold was 1.928 per ounce, basically.
is that good?
I don't know.
Okay.
Meaning, even at the value of normal gold, the amulet was worth at least $168 million.
Jesus.
In dwarven gold, its worth would be likely in the billions.
I like that wherever you got that from was just like, we obviously know what the exchange rate between regular gold and dwarven gold is.
Yeah.
It's not just like it would be twice as much. It's like it's definitely in the billions.
Yeah.
Let me be frank here. We're talking billions.
Yeah.
It's not mithril though.
I mean,
That's the real value in the mountain.
I got some in my backpack right now.
Mithril?
Yeah.
No, you have meth in your backpack.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm in Baldur's Gate, but yes, that
oh,
too.
sorry. Crystal mithril.
Yeah. Bo starts the bidding at over 3 million.
Breaking Balin.
And
Oh, fuck yeah. That's a dwarf Breaking Bad.
fuck
Sorry,
yeah.
I'll be over here if you need me.
And the Winchesters realize that they can't possibly match that. Dean goes to plan C and claims that he's going to the restroom. He finds the room where the bid items are stored, but there are too many guards to get to the tablet.
Yeah, he manages to get to the door and opens the door, and then there's like people inside. He goes, "Oh, this isn't the bathroom. Damn!" He has to kind of like bluff it off, which is very funny.
I do like that.
I do like that it doesn't become like they beat him up or they take him. They just go like, and he just.
Well, because I mean, it's like a bad guy auction. Of course, somebody's gonna try something.
Yeah, that's
right?
kind of what I like.
I do like that it's the good guys that try it, though.
Yeah.
Distraught, Dean returns to the auction room where Crowley taunts him, suggests that he should try Plan D for dumbass.
I mean, it's a good line.
Yeah. Mr. Veely bids on the Hammer of Thor when it comes up for bid.
Yeah, Mjolnir is there for some reason.
So good.
Yeah.
He wins, bidding the bone and 5/8 of a virgin.
Yes, which I now understand was the bank teller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tablet is next, and Crowley and Alfie bid against each other.
Crowley starts by bidding just like regular dollars,
Yes.
like $3 billion or something, and then Samandriel bids something else, and then Crowley bids the moon, and they go the moon. He goes, "I claimed it for demons. You think a guy named Buzz gets to space on his own?"
That's so funny.
I mean, it's funny, but also like, I don't know if this is supposed to be winky, but like Buzz Aldrin very famously and rightly has an exceedingly short temper. Well, I don't know if he's still alive, but exceedingly short temper with anyone that questions the validity of the moon landing. There's those videos of like Buzz Aldrin like punching people, be like, "You piece of shit!" Like, and he's right,
Yes.
but like, so I don't know if it's supposed to be like winky that it's like they still invoke Buzz Aldrin, not Neil Armstrong, to say that like, no, a demon had to get you to the moon. Like, you couldn't do it on your own.
Yes, exactly. Which is like even more of like
Yeah.
you didn't do it on your own.
But also like to be the second guy on the moon. Like, why wasn't it Neil Armstrong? Why did they make
that's
it Buzz
so funny.
Aldrin?
Yeah,
Like,
that's very specific. It must be that then.
I wonder if it's supposed to be something like that. Yeah.
So when neither one can meet the base price, Plutus teleports Kevin to his side and chains him. Bo says that they'll throw in Kevin, the only person who can translate the tablet, as part of the sale.
Yeah, it's a double cross.
A desperate Linda offers Bo all of the money she has, but she tells her that it's not enough.
Yeah. And this came up earlier, something about souls. I can't remember what the conversation was, but she offers her soul. And Plutus, this is the first time he kind of like leans forward and goes like, "That's interesting."
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Crowley's like, "You want souls? I got 1 million of them." And he's like, "That's quantity. This soul is the most valuable thing she owns, and she's ready to give it up. Like, that's worth more to me than a number of like."
Which is interesting, right?
That's-
Because then it's like, well, not every soul is the same value, right?
Because here's the thing with Plutus in this, because it's a greed thing. It's the idea of like, I'm taking everything from a person. That becomes a more interesting idea than just pure wealth.
Yes.
Which is what actual Plutus is.
Yes.
So there's something kind of weird about how the show.
The problem is it's going to leave Kevin with a little lightning bolt scar on his head.
Yeah.
Because the sacrifice that strong.
Yeah. Sure. Or something. Yeah.
An irritated Crowley bids his own soul, but Plutus laughingly points out that he doesn't even have one.
Is that true though?
I don't know.
I don't think it is.
I think he is a soul. I think that's
That's
the
what
point.
I mean. Like,
He's a corrupted
like
soul.
Demons are.
Yeah. You're just giving up your you then,
Yeah.
and that doesn't. Yeah.
Because demons are people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Because he's McPherson or whatever. Yeah.
well, we haven't learned that yet, but yes, but we have learned that like demons are people,
Yeah.
and he was a person, and Meg was a
Yeah.
person, and all of that. So like he is like he does have a soul.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So then so then that just doesn't make any sense.
No. It's just like inside of him is another soul. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah.
Anyways,
Or
congratulate.
just that he is only the soul now because
Yeah.
he's dead in a
Yeah.
demon, so you can't give it up. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like that could be
That's
it.
the only thing, right? But Plutus congratulates Linda on winning her son and the tablet.
Right.
Furious and humiliated, Crowley storms out of the room.
Yeah.
After the auction, Linda wonders what will happen, and the Winchesters admit that they don't know, but she'll wish she was dead.
Yeah. Well, she's like, is it gonna hurt? And they're like, probably.
Yeah.
And she's like, is it bad to be without a soul? And Sam's like, well, if you like fucking, it's not.
Yeah, physically it was great.
Yeah. And I think you would kill out there.
Yeah, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would.
What do you think about gutters?
Because you'll get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the first thing you get when you lose your soul.
Yeah, you lose a soul but gain cum
You
gutters.
get gutters.
Linda asks for a moment alone with Bo, alone before Bo takes her soul.
Yeah.
As Winchesters leave, Sam complains that the whole thing sucks. But Dean says that they're lucky they're getting off so cheap to obtain the one item that can defeat every demon.
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, Alfie approaches Linda and expresses his admiration for her. He offers to place Kevin under protection of angels, but she refuses.
This
saying,
is where she alludes to the
Yeah.
thing last season where she's like, the last time angels tried to help, I watched a Leviathan kill both of them.
yeah,
So
I'll trust the Winchesters.
I'll take my chances with the Winchesters, yeah.
The others are waiting in the storage room, and Mr. Veely collects his purchase. Plutus boasts that he may sell Linda's soul back or simply enjoy it as Linda comes in. Dean realizes something is wrong and grabs her arm, and revealing that the tattoo on her arm has been burned off.
Mm-hmm.
Crowley, possessing Linda, tells them that he bribed Bo to remove the tattoo so he could possess Linda.
It's such a fucked up thing. Like, he burned the tattoo off. That's
Yeah.
so fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bo stabs and kills Plutus, and Crowley kills the guard. Dean grabs the demon-killing knife from the Winchester's box of weapons
Yeah.
and goes after Crowley, who runs rather than face them in his limited physical body.
Yeah.
Dean goes after Crowley, and Kevin runs after him while Bo shoots at Sam. Sam takes refuge behind the table with Mr. Veely, grabs the hammer and throws it at Bo.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe the worthy thing is just a Marvel thing, not a Thor thing, because this Mr. Veely guy was picking it up, no problem. He's clearly not worthy. Sam fucking picks it up. Sam also didn't check his phone for a year, abandoned his calling.
Yeah, unless they're both worthy, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, if they're both worthy, no one is worthy. Yeah.
There is no worth.
Yeah.
As Sam starts to follow Kevin, he turns to Veely and asks where he got 5/8 of a virgin to purchase the hammer.
Yeah.
When Mr. Veely sheepishly shrugs in response, thus admitting to murder, Sam kills him with the relic.
Yeah. But then he doesn't, here's the other thing. It's you just picked up and wielded Mjolnir. You killed either a lesser god or some kind of supernatural being. Then you killed another guy who's adjacent to all of that. And you see lightning and all that stuff. And then Sam goes oh, I'll just leave it bloody on the floor. Take fucking Mjolnir.
I think he does, though.
Does he?
Because he comes back in a later season.
I don't remember. Does it come back when Loki?
I think it comes back at some point.
Okay, because that was my thought. Because we just get a shot of the hammer just on the ground.
Yeah.
And I was like, take the fucking hammer.
I thought they did.
It might.
Anyways, Dean catches Crowley and prepares to kill the demon and his host body. Kevin runs up, distracting Dean, and Crowley leaves Linda's body and goes to his own, which is nearby. The demon grabs the tablet and heads for the door. He tells Kevin that because he was in Linda's head, he now knows the true purpose of the tablet. He also knows Linda's secret, including who Kevin's real father was.
Right. Yeah.
As he goes, Crowley gives Kevin a parting word of advice. The Winchesters get people close to them killed.
It's not untrue.
Absolutely.
This is the the sort of thing I like out of Crowley or even out of Lucifer, which is like, obviously they're scheming, they're evil, they're selfish, they look out for themselves, but they're not necessarily liars.
Yeah.
You know, that was the thing we liked all through season 5 is like Lucifer's just like, all I've done is tell you the truth.
Yeah, he's
It's
like, I'll hold information back, but
Yeah, you know, like there's a heavy asterisk around that, but there's still something kind of fascinating about that. I do like that about Crowley because he's just like, I know we're not friends, but you know, maybe riding with the Winchesters isn't great for your longevity.
Linda goes into a coma and the Winchesters take her back to the auction.
Yeah, she's in like a trauma, like catatonic kind of state. Yeah.
Yeah. Dean tries to reassure Kevin, but the prophet points out that he was ready to kill Linda to stop Crowley.
He didn't like that.
Yeah. He tells the Winchesters to leave him alone with his mother for a few minutes. Outside, Sam asks his brother if he would really have killed Linda, and Dean admits that he would if it would have killed Crowley as well.
Yeah.
The brothers...
Dean is like, what do you mean the trolley car problem?
Yeah. Kill both of them.
Just
groups.
use the trolley to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The brothers realize
What's
that
the problem?
Kevin is up to something and go back to the auction room. Because, of course, you can't leave Kevin alone. He always does this.
Yeah, we need to talk about him.
Yeah. Kevin has taken Linda and left, leaving them a note saying that they shouldn't search for him. He also says that Dean lets people die when they're no longer of use to him.
Yeah.
Sam assures his guilt-ridden brother that this isn't true.
But then we get a little purgatory cutaway of like Cass holding Dean's hand. He's like, Dean. And then like they let go. I just want to say there's just a funny bit in the way this is shot because you'd think they'd let go and you'd see Cass fall or something. But they let go and Cass just kind of like slides like a bit down a hill. Like it doesn't look like he needed to be holding onto Dean's hand.
Yeah.
It's just like a weird way for it to be shot. But yeah, we get a little shot of that.
And that's the end of the episode.
And that's it.
What did you think?
This is a frustrating episode for me.
Tell me.
Because there's stuff that's really good in it. First of all, Lauren Tom is great. You know, I really like her as Kevin's mom. Because again, we're getting those kind of like the strength, the domineering thing, the intelligence or whatever. But she's also like compassionate.
Yeah, she's a very well-rounded character.
A very well-rounded character. She performs it very well. She and Osric Chow, who plays Kevin, have great chemistry.
Totally.
They're really, really good. I love the idea of like a mystic items auction. I think that's a really fun idea. I love the secret underworld of the
monster
relics and
auctions.
things that are out there. I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But this episode is doing too many things.
In the beginning,
we have the demon tablet thing. We have the demons are, you know, guarding Kevin's mom thing. We rescue Kevin's mom. We gotta find the tablet. The tablet goes to the guy. The guy sold it to the pawn shop. The pawn shop has we get invited by Bo to this auction thing. We have all of this, but in the meantime, then there's also like Sam reverse exercises a demon, and we blow right the fuck past it. He just goes, "Oh, I just said it backwards." You go, so at any point you could say any spell backwards and it does the opposite thing.
Yeah, I know.
like a summoning, so you could just banish.
Yeah.
You could. We just drop that and then blow past it like
Sure.
it doesn't have like reverberating impacts or
Yeah.
things like that. Plutus, we like barely grapple with the idea of him because this episode's really more about Bo. I don't mind that idea, but it just feels so throwaway. The auction thing is rushed. We meet Samandriel, an angel, and like we bother to learn the angel's name, and the angel's barely there. And then, like, some of these things do come back, some of these don't. But the episode itself is like a fucking chaotic mess. And then we're seeing Cass and Dean in purgatory, and then but then he lets Cass go. And we're still playing coy with what happened in purgatory. We're treating it like it feels like the flashbacks on Arrow, which is just like, get to it.
Sure.
I don't know. So especially because the thing that we praised last episode was like Dean's just out and he gets Benny out, and then we flash back and we see that was the deal they made. And go, great.
Yeah, I don't need any
And then
more.
in this one, you're like, no, we're gonna drag it. What happened to Cass? I'll never tell. It's like,
Sure.
fuck, you know.
Yeah, every time you think there's a season where they're not going to drag something out,
Like, and listen, I understand they've got 23 episodes.
it's too many episodes.
I get it, but also like, fucking come on, like we can't keep doing this. Dean having his little freakouts is fine, but Sam is not in this episode. Nothing happens. The bone guy at the beginning is barely in this episode, but that's the cold open. He doesn't
Sure.
even go like, I need this for the auction. Or like, we're not setting up that like
Sure,
this
yeah,
auction
yeah.
happens once every 20 years.
Sure,
Like,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
no,
yeah.
it doesn't mean anything, right? Like Mjolnir is in there for no reason, and a really bad guy and Sam can both pick it up. It doesn't, like, this episode's just so sloppy. So I think for me, despite all the good in it, the most I could give this episode is I'd give it a 3 Tiger Mommies.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's a fun episode for sure. I think there's a lot of very great Crowley stuff in here. Love Kevin's mom. Kevin's been great. Like, I really like what they've done to that character. Really like made him super interesting this season.
Yes.
I think Sam's in this episode.
I mean, you'd never know it.
Yeah. I can't believe both those guys get paid the same to be on the show.
I mean, it's very clearly like, here's what we want to pay Jensen, and then Jared's just like, what did you get paid? We're together, right? We're in this together.
Yeah, we're brothers.
Yeah.
In real life too,
Yeah.
right?
And remember, if you ever think about making a show adjacent to this show and you don't tell me first, I will tweet it so fucking hard.
He actually said exit, which was weird because
Yeah.
it was so before that.
He used your time machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For one purpose.
Yeah.
I went and saw that is Twitter going to always be
Yeah.
called Twitter?
Yeah, the local radio station is like, find us on X. It's like,
Does it really?
yeah, it's like, just get off the,
Just stop.
just don't be on there.
Just don't be on it. It sucks.
Yeah.
So for all of that, I think I'm going to give this a 3.5 full burgers and fries meals for Jensen / Dean.
This is interesting because I actually think when we don't agree on an episode, it's rare for me to give it a lower score than you.
Yeah.
Normally, when we don't agree, you're being harder on it.
All right.
The only thing I want to be hard on.
Fucking Kevin.
Well, actually, no, I want her to be hard on me.
Yeah, I mean, fuck,
Yeah.
isn't that the right? Looking at you, Lazel.
I just want to know I'm disappointing her. Ooh.
But before we go, we've got a note from a fellow hunter.
Ooh, okay, all right.
You're gonna like this one.
Okay, is this from the person that claims to know me?
No.
Or you?
No. Better.
Okay.
You may think this is well-trodden territory.
Oh my god, is it more blood stuff?
Hello, boys.
Oh.
Long time, first time. My name is Asia, and I'm a blood research scientist
No fucking way.
from Denver, Colorado,
Holy shit.
with a master's degree in forensic science.
Oh my god.
And boy, do I have some notes for you.
Oh my god.
Sorry if this turns out to be a long one.
Oh, I'm so excited. Fuck yes. Let's fucking do this.
No. First of all, I absolutely love the podcast.
Oh, thanks.
It's weird to have a podcast where people like are smart and like it.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, it really pulls the curtain back on quote smart people.
I am always looking for good things to listen to while working in the lab. Where, oh God, I love that we're being played in a lab.
The idea that be like, we need to solve this case. And then in their ears is like,
Clem. How many buckets of Clem do you think would fill you up?
we need signs of. We found signs of struggle. Like, let me clem my throat.
10 cc's of clown.
Good Lord.
I am always looking for good things to listen to while I'm working in the lab where I don't have to devote all my brain space to the topic being discussed.
Yeah. I finished the autopsy report.
We found there's a mix of blood and cum in this person. Oh, do you mean Clem?
Oh, is that what? That's what it is. Ugh, God.
You guys are like having two friends in my ear. I've seen that video.
Clem in your ear.
Yeah, I mean that's the way you get it. And you never fail to make me laugh. I love it when Reed says "nice."
Nice.
When Richard makes a good joke, or when he tells Richard easy if the joke is getting too raunchy.
It's a real tightrope walk.
I find it hilarious when Reed finds it necessary to explain why the bit is good. The explanation makes it that much more funny. That's how jokes work. If you explain them, they're funnier. I'm also obsessed with y'all's impressions and am so sad that so many countries have dropped the ball in the international title segment because that segment used to be the best bits.
I know. I mean, I don't even get the opportunity to talk about what an ass backwards culture Italians are.
I know. I think they'll come back. I have listened.
I mean, they won't come back.
Famous last words.
They peaked with Rome.
Okay, all right. I have listened to every single episode over the last 2 months, and I have no idea what I am going to do with my time now that I have caught up with your latest release.
No, I'm leaving that one. You see, by release, they meant
Yeah,
come.
no, yeah.
Clem, if you will.
Easy. And now on to the episode notes. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, we're going to have to start off with the good. Of course,
Right.
That means I have to mention the sandwich segment.
Oh, thank you. Love that.
I miss it.
I agree.
You give us a little.
Maybe one day.
No, I don't think we need it. You give us a little tease when you drop them into random episodes now, but us sandwich sluts are sick of the edging. Give us more sandwich segment.
You heard it. They want it.
Consistently, please. I mean, you want something from
God,
Reed and consistent.
If I had a nickel for every time someone begged me for something consistently. A thing you'll come to learn about me is I'm really good, but sometimes.
Yeah, the only time you ever complain about Reed's consistency is when you're looking at his clem.
Yeah.
It's got real bad
Yeah,
consistency.
it kind of looks like loose oatmeal.
Oh my god. But like watered down.
Yeah. Loose strawberry oatmeal.
Oh my god. Although I'm with Richard on this one, we do not need the long intros and outros.
Well,
Agreed.
I don't know. It's part and parcel. It's part of the charm.
Look, you need a little bit of bitter with the
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah.
That's exactly. That's right.
And now on to the episode notes. I kept a running text
God.
chain. I kept a running text chain to myself as I was listening to episodes, so hopefully this doesn't jump around too much for you to follow.
Jesus.
First things first.
Okay.
It's called blood spatter. As a forensic scientist, it absolutely kills me every time you talk about the signature supernatural blood splatter.
I like ours better.
Yeah, get the clem out your ears.
Yeah. There's an L here now.
Yeah. It's not paint, and we're all winners here. We don't need the L. Damn.
I mean, listen, that's a pretty good line.
That's a pretty good line.
Here, I'll concede that to you, but just with the little note that I absolutely will not remember that the next time I say it.
Like, that does feel like a line that a teacher says in like blood school or whatever.
Keep going.
They're like, we're
Yeah.
all winners here.
Yeah. Before I opened Universal Donaire, I was at blood school.
Well, yeah, how did you think I got the skills to do both these services?
my dad's the provost because
Whoa.
family name, you know.
Of course.
Yeah, blood school.
The Bloods.
I don't know what a provost is, but I know that word.
Us family are the Bloods.
We're the Bloods. It's me, Vinny.
Yeah, not to be confused with the group, the Bloods.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. Or our rivals, the Crips.
That's correct. On another note, yeah, it's a different family, rival family.
Yeah, yeah.
On another note, one of you asked the question about fingerprints and whether two people can have the same fingerprints.
Right.
And the answer is a hard no. Even identical twins have different fingerprints.
That's so fucked up.
That's so fucked.
Fucked.
Contrary to what you may think, the appearance of a person's fingerprints is not all genetic.
Well, shit.
Fingerprints are the product of the movement of amniotic fluid in the amniotic sac during fetal development.
Oh, that's so much weirder than what I thought.
I know.
I thought you were going to say it's like, just like the use of hands
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you do weird swoops. There's like,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
weird swoop.
fucking swoops.
Yeah, something more scientific like that.
Yeah.
Where
Yes.
your hand does weird swoops.
Thank you. Fuck you.
Even though there is a national fingerprint database called CODIS, all the fingerprint matches are performed by human examiners. The computer searches for points of minutia or points of difference between fingerprints to highlight possible matches, and the forensic scientist must confirm that match. At least 10 minutia points must match on an unknown or known fingerprint for them to be considered a match.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Now on to DNA discussion.
Okay.
So, I think it was Reed who asked the question if human DNA is 98.8 the same as monkeys, what's that 2% difference and how do scientists see it?
Right. Yes.
You also asked how specific DNA testing is and whether scientists can tell the difference between familial relationships and identical twins. Before I answer that, I want to pose this question. If all our cells contain all of the DNA in our body, how does your skin cell know to be a skin cell and a heart cell know to be a heart cell and a liver cell know to be a liver cell?
I fucking agree. Here I'm going to say something that's going to make me sound very stupid, but I think about this once a month.
I'm used to this. Okay.
Cells are essentially, well, I mean, they are like single-celled organisms, right?
Yes.
Right. So we're just like a collection of individual organisms acting like one organism.
Yes.
I don't like it.
We're a swamp thing?
Yeah, or like we're a universe.
Whoa.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Man.
Nice.
Nice.
But truly, I mean, I'm sure there's just a very simple science answer, but I literally, what was just said in that note, I think about that all the fucking time. I truly don't know how a skin cell knows it's not a brain cell. Because it just all has all the DNA. What does it mean?
Who first did a cell?
Who first did a cell? Who first was a mitochondria?
This next line is very funny.
Okay.
I hope you're ready for the nerdy stuff.
Oh my God. Yes. I am on my knees. Shower me with your nerdy stuff.
I'm gonna clam.
I'm gonna clap. And trust me, when I do, it hurts.
DNA is a double helix structure that is made of 4 nucleotide bases.
Yes.
Minus
A, C, D, and G. T and G.
Picard?
A, C, T, and G.
It's
I close?
minus A, T, C, and G.
Hey.
A gene is like a string of letters, and they can range from a few all the way up to hundreds of base pairs.
Okay.
There is so much DNA in your body. Yeah, not all of it's mine.
Jesus Christ.
Talk about that clam.
Good Lord.
That if you unwound the DNA from just one cell, it would be about 2 meters long. And if you lined up the DNA from all the cells in your body end to end, the length would be twice the diameter of the entire solar system.
What the fuck? Oh man, I mean it's cool, but it doesn't make me feel good.
It makes you feel full.
Yeah.
That's a lot of DNA.
I mean, and for me to feel full.
It takes a lot.
Yeah.
When you hear that scientists have sequenced the entire genome, that means that they know what the string of letters is that represents every cell in our bodies. These are all the same from person to person, and much of them are the same in our primate counterparts.
Right.
That's where we get the 98% match.
Right.
The 2% difference comes in areas of the genome called short tandem repeats, or STRs.
Okay.
There are specific portions, or loci. Sounds like loci. Oh, okay. Loci in our DNA where small sections of nucleotide bases repeat, like ACCGT or ACCGT. Oh, no, like ACCGT, ACCGT, ACCGT.
Yeah.
The difference in every single person is the number of these repeats that exist. There are 13 specific locations of STRs that forensic scientists look at when they're doing DNA profiling. Our equipment can point out single base pair nucleotide differences between two pieces of DNA, and even identical twins and family members have single differeces at base pairs throughout their DNA.
Oh.
Identical twins are only genetically identical immediately after the gamete splits into two in the womb.
Right. And then from then on.
Two in the womb, one in the tomb. It's when you have triplets and one dies.
Oh my God. What the fuck? I don't even know what to do with what just happened. Two in the womb, one in the tomb?
That's what doctors say.
I mean, why couldn't tomb just be like a fun nickname for the butt?
I mean, it could be that too, I guess.
Jesus.
Yeah, you know what I like? Two in the womb, one in the tomb.
I love it when there's triplets and one dies. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? I was learning.
Every later round of DNA replication has a chance for a mutation, and these mutations represent the difference between individuals. I mentioned that if you unwind the DNA in our cells, it's incredibly long. This means that DNA is really tightly packed inside our cells.
Keep going.
It does this using specific proteins called histones to help DNA fold as tightly as possible. When the DNA is tightly folded, only a small portion of the DNA is visible to the outside world. This visible part is the part that is being read by the cell, and this visible part tells the cell what type of cell it should be.
Holy shit. So it's just basically they have a full instruction manual, but in each cell only one page is showing, and that's all. They don't flip further.
No.
What?
It's crazy.
How are we? I don't believe in God, but I do believe that we are like miraculous entities because like statistically, how could all of these things come together to make us?
Who first did on us?
Yeah,
That's
this is us.
This is the
I didn't have a joke.
Great
I just
show.
said words. Yeah.
The part of the DNA you can see on a liver cell when it's folded is that gene that codes for liver cells.
What the shit?
The folding of DNA also contributes to the physical differences that can be observed on identical twins.
Whoa. So if it folds just slightly differently,
Yeah.
then just different bits of the DNA are being read in any one part of your body. And so that makes you slightly less than identical.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
So,
Even if the full DNA is fully identical,
yeah.
this is the most I've ever understood this.
So, long story short,
Holy shit.
fingerprints and DNA are completely unique for every individual. Even identical twins and scientists can identify single nucleotide base pair differences between two samples of DNA to help identify someone with extreme accuracy.
Holy shit.
Sorry for the long note. I get excited about science.
That's great.
Send me all your questions. I absolutely love the podcast and have so much fun with y'all every week. Keep up the thirsty, hilarious, award-winning work, Asia.
I mean, good Lord. That was incredible.
Did we solve blood?
I'm sure it'll come up again.
We've been talking about blood for 3 years and 8 seasons.
yeah. It'll come
It'll
up.
come up again.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's splatter.
Yeah, we've had like 30 emails about bagged milk. I'm sure we'll talk about blood again.
Yeah. On this show. Yeah. Holy shit.
Jesus Christ. Did I just learn?
That was, you just packed like 15 Hank Green videos worth of learning
Truly.
into one note. That was
Kind
great.
of like the way DNA folds.
I think. Yep.
We didn't learn shit.
The splatter.
So, if you want to continue this discussion about blood and DNA,
Yeah. Or, sorry, how it's
Clem.
properly said. Bud.
Clem.
There's no L.
Oh. Chem.
Yeah. Keep the discussion going.
You can do so on our Patreon.
Go to patreon.com/ghostfacers for only $1 a month. You could join Angel Radio, our awesome community Discord server. The people there are lovely. You meet some cool fans of the show or of Supernatural. That's right. The show is us.
We are the show.
And it helps to support us.
If you want to be like Asia, fucking strive for it. All right.
Yeah.
We would love your hyper-specific career knowledge.
Yes.
Give us everything. And you're all apparently geniuses, so please educate us.
I mean, God, the listenership of our show is so inexplicably intelligent.
Yeah, give us a few dumb emails so that we can read those.
Yeah.
Let us feel better about
Let
ourselves.
us explain gene folding to you.
Yeah, based on what we just heard.
Yeah, histones, I think.
That was a thing.
That's
Yeah.
the protein that folds it.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I think I'm a scientist now.
I think we're basically educated.
Yeah.
Well, you can send those
I can
emails.
start convicting people.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been part of every other part of that, so
Yeah. Wait.
send us an email, ghostfacerspodcast@gmail.com, or reach out to us through our various social media platforms.
At Ghostfacers on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah. Ghostfacers at Cough.
That's probably a social platform.
Probably. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and wherever you listen to us every single week. And while you're there, if you're able, why don't you give us a 5-star review and we'll read it on a future episode.
If you're not able, figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, fucking learn up.
Yeah. Learn up. Nice.
Get if you want
It's a
to
3-hour episode.
yeah, and Kyle's not even on it. If you want to get your belly full of Clem shirt.
Jesus. Did you ever hear that like urban legend that Elton John had to get his stomach pumped?
Because it was full of Clem. Yeah, that's actually that full story's on the back of the shirt. Go to Ghostfacers
What an insane
Podcast.com.
A hard shirt to explain.
I mean, yeah, because sandwich slut's so much easier.
Could you imagine wearing that shirt into a subway?
I'd like to keep it fresh. All right. Well, if you like this podcast, you may enjoy our other content on the Dr. DC podcast.
Yeah, we answer listener questions about DC Comics. We talk about superheroes and all that kind of stuff. We're coming up on our 400th episode this month.
Jesus, too many.
So yeah, go check it out wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, it's got a Patreon there too, and
and we love your money.
yeah, and we tell dark truths about ourselves. It's really not about comic books at all. So
Yeah,
subscribe to that.
the Patreon is about plumbing the depths of our souls.
Yeah, we're in challenge month right now.
Yeah.
and truths have been told and heard.
Yeah. I don't feel bad about it. I don't think anything crazy has Has it?
Say goodbye, bitch.
Jerk.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.